Good evening, Hamlin County School family. Please review the following information and contact Ms. Carlene Webb if you have any questions, and we will respond to those questions in our next broadcast. Number 1, we will provide one more opportunity for K-8 parents to participate in an online training session, which will enable them to effectively participate in online instruction. We will provide an in-person session on August the 31st at each one of our elementary and middle schools at noon and 6 o'clock p.m. Parents also have the opportunity to participate in a virtual orientation training session if they do not want to come into the schools. This virtual training is currently located on our main district's website. This is not required for parents of high school students. Please contact the school and let them know if you're planning on attending any one of these in-person trainings. Number 2, there has been some confusion among parents concerning registering for the upcoming school year and registering for virtual online instruction. All students must register or enroll for the upcoming school year, regardless if they're going to be attending in person or virtual. This registration is the traditional enrollment process that we have done for many years. Parents must go through the parent portal located on our main web page and update all of the contact information. Parents must also acknowledge that they have read various school documents. We have often called this enrollment process online registration because we encouraged all parents to complete the process online instead of completing a paper copy. Last week, we allowed parents to enroll in virtual online instruction, and many have called this process online instruction or registration also. Many became confused because updating their contact information through enrolling in school had the same name as registering for online instruction. It is important to understand that these are two separate processes. All students must enroll for school and update their contact information. Again, this is completed through the parent portal, which can be accessed through the district's homepage. You must know your email address and password to complete this process. Parents may contact the school or the central office if you've forgotten your password or email. Parents wanting to enroll for in-person instruction should only complete the enrollment process and not complete the process for virtual online instruction. Number 3, we have received half of the computers that we have ordered this spring. We are currently in the process of formatting these computers and deploying them to school. Parents needing a computer for virtual online instruction will receive their computers from their individual school. Each school will send out instructions for this deployment. You must sign an acceptable use policy and pay a $50 deposit for the computer before it will be issued. Number 4, we have also received the hotspots for parents who do not have access to the internet at their home. These individuals can pick up these hotspots at the central office starting August the 27th. Parents must come to the central office to pick up these devices. You must have legal guardianship of the child attending school, and you must have completed the online registration process prior to picking up the hotspot. You will also be required to complete an application and pay a one-time $25 usage fee. These hotspots will remain active until the end of the school year or until your child is no longer enrolled in virtual online instruction. Number 5, we will stop the summer meal distribution program on September the 4th. We will continue the food distribution program for students who are enrolled in virtual online instruction on September the 8th. However, we are only able to provide meals to those students who are actually enrolled in Hamlin County. During the summer, we were under different guidelines and could provide meals to any child under the age of 18. Once school starts, however, we are back to the normal routine and can provide only meals to students who are enrolled. Students who normally would receive free or reduced meals would still be eligible for those free and reduced meals even if they are participating online. Each school will have a specific location for the family to pick up those meals. Each school will notify parents of how to sign up for the meals and where to pick them up at school. To our knowledge, the PEBT supplement offered to parents with the prepaid card program will not continue throughout the fall. This was a program offered by the state and was not financially supported by the school district. Number 6, we will be very strict on attendance at our fall sporting events at the beginning of the season. We want to ensure that we can control specific safety factors and maintain social distancing in the bleachers. We will continue to increase the number of visitors that we allow into our volleyball, soccer, and football games as we progress through the fall, if health conditions allow us to do so. We fully understand that this may be frustrating for many individuals wanting to attend a game, but please be patient with us as we continue our efforts to slow the spread of the virus in our community. We will allow more visitors if everything goes well and if health conditions allow. Number 7, many have asked about the protocols for canceling athletic practices if an athlete becomes infected. We will shut down practice for 10 days if a student tests positive and has been in close contact with other athletes for more than 10 minutes. We have been forced to shut down a number of high school and middle school practices because of this. However, there's been some extenuating circumstances in which student athletes have been in contact with a probable case away from school and they voluntarily self-isolated. Some of these self-isolated athletes have had no contact with the team for several days before testing positive and pose no legitimate threat to the team. Currently, we are evaluating each situation and making a determination if that athlete had any contact with any other players while they were contagious. We will stop practice and isolate the entire team if we believe any part of the team was infected. Number 8, we will continue to operate our extended school program. It is important to understand that the state has extended the free child care program for parents who are employed in an essential industry through the month of December. The definition of essential workers encompasses a wide variety of businesses and organizations. This is an excellent way to receive free child care if you need it. ESP will provide child care for all students ages 4 through 12 throughout the school year. Please contact Ms. Stacy Gibson at the central office if you have any questions about the program. She can also help you determine if you are eligible for free child care. This program provides before or after school child care if we are in school and provides full day service if we are not in school. Number 9. Many of our eligible families have not yet completed the online application for free and reduced lunch this year. It is extremely important that parents complete the free and reduced lunch application online or submit a paper copy before the start of school to ensure there is no disruption of services for our students. Please complete the application process as soon as possible. Number 10. We will notify parents if a staff member or a student who is attending school tests positive. We are required to notify the health department, but HIPAA law prevents us from sharing this information with any other individuals or organizations. We understand there is currently a rumor circulating that we would notify the Department of Children's Services if a child does test positive, but this is not accurate. We are not authorized to share this information with DCS. We will actually do everything within our power to get our families notified but still maintain the confidentiality of the child or staff member testing positive. We will use the following protocols for notifying parents of a positive case. First, we will be notified by someone, either the health department, a parent, or a community member, that a student has tested positive. Second, we will confirm that that child has indeed tested positive. We have heard countless rumors of students and staff members testing positive, but the vast majority of these have proven to be inaccurate. Third, we will have assigned seating on the bus and in the classroom so that we can identify any student who was sitting closer than 10 feet from that particular child testing positive. Fourth, we will notify each parent in the entire class where a child is test positive. However, this notification does not mean that every child in the room was infected. We are attempting to keep children 6 feet apart to minimize possible infection, so this should reduce the number of students who are at risk of being infected. We will notify parents because we said that we would be totally open and transparent with every reported case. Parents of that class will be notified by school messenger of a positive case within that class. It is critical that parents update their contact information to receive these messages. Parents would not need to consider isolating their child at this point. This is just a mass notification to keep things open and transparent. You would only need to consider self-isolation if you receive an actual phone call from a school official. Fifth, we will notify any parent by phone if their child was sitting less than 6 feet from that child for more than 10 minutes who tested positive. In most cases, these children would be required to self-isolate for 10 days. We will discuss the situation specifically with those parents who had a child needing to be isolated for the 10-day period. Again, you will receive a phone call from a staff member if this final step is necessary. Most of this communication will come from the central office instead of the building level. We must maintain strict records of each contact, and it is more appropriate for us to initiate this communication at the central office level. It is important to note that at no time will we provide the name of the child testing positive to any other parent or to any other organization. Number 11, we will make every effort to maintain small classroom sizes this upcoming school year. However, many factors will impact how many students will actually be in a classroom, and we want to be very open and transparent about everything that we do. While we are attempting to target a 15-to-1 ratio, there will be many classrooms over this number. We will do all that we can, and we'll reallocate staff to help reduce classroom sizes to keep our rooms safe, but there will be some rooms over this targeted number. Number 12, it is important to understand that we have approximately 320 active cases in Hamilton County at this point. Certainly there will be an increased risk associated with opening school on September the 8th, but we do believe that we can have school in a safe manner if we follow specific guidelines. Let's all work together to ensure our students and staff are safe. We thank you very much for your attention to this broadcast, and we wish you the best.